Well, just days after he masterfully face-planted on the world stage as his 79th birthday party trickled by, your reigning POTUS is off to the G7 summit to meet with actual distinguished world leaders. And one charismatic figure, well, he had some choice words for Trump and his overreaching over the Atlantic. That would be our featured stunning clip today. President Macron minced few words earlier, as you are about to see, as he set the tone for the summit and, in anticipation of Trump's arrival, expressed European solidarity in the face of this.
And I also have a message tonight for the incredible people of Greenland. We strongly support your right to determine your own future. And if you choose, we welcome you into the United States of America. We need Greenland for national security and even international security, and we're working with everybody involved to try and get it. But we need it really for international world security. And I think we're going to get it. One way or the other, we're going to get it. We will keep you safe. We will make you rich, and together we will take Greenland to heights like you have never thought possible before.
Gee, his campaign, I guess you'd call it, to seize Greenland, well, it's very real. I mean, just last week, Hiccup Hegseth got hot-seated in Congress, and this lovely exchange ensued. We should do a shot every time this guy furrows his brow. What do you think? Check out your defensive Secretary of Defense, and then we'll have our featured clip right after this.
Is it the policy of the Department of Defense that we need to be prepared to take Greenland and Panama by force if necessary? Is this a policy that you have within the Department of Defense in accordance with the President's wishes?
I heard what you said about those two countries and saying we need to worry about China. Well, we are worried about China.
That wasn't my concern.
China's malign influence in Panama.
I was concerned with us
China has
saying
control
that
of
using military force to take another sovereign
Panama,
country's territory.
we should pay attention to that.
Right.
So Panama is very key terrain that we've focused on, and we've been willing to focus
So we
on,
should
as
take it,
is Greenland.
we should
key
take
terrain.
it by military force. They're important. I'm not going to argue with that.
The Arctic is
I'm
incredibly
arguing with
important,
the
and
using
adversaries are
our
trying to
military
gain-
to take it by force.
Our job at the DoD is to have plans. And
Do you have a plan for that?
Our job at the Defense Department is to have plans for any particular contingency.
Including the contingency of basically
Any
invading
contingency
Denmark.
you need, we've got it. We've got a building full of planners, and we're prepared to give recommendations whenever needed.
So just be clear, you have plans to take Panama and Greenland by force if necessary.
I think the American people would want the Pentagon to have plans for any particular contingency.
Not
and
for that,
thankfully,
in
we
my
are in the
opinion.
planning business.
Speaking on behalf of the American people, I don't think the American people voted for President Trump because they were hoping we would invade Greenland. I'm going to go out on a limb on that one. I yield back.
Before we get to our great clip, it's a belated birthday gift from Trump's dear friends in France. Let's see what the local folks very quickly in Greenland have to say about joining our proud and great country.
It's very important because of the crisis between Greenland, Denmark, and the United States.
I know he wants to buy it, but what kind of guy tries to buy a country in 2025?
We saw your faces at Congress grinning about Greenland.
And so, as the G7 summit gets underway today, French President Macron had this to say to set the tone and draw an orange line in the snow.
Let me tell you that being here with you at invitation of your authorities is for us the occasion to convey a very clear message of French and European solidarity towards Denmark, Greenland, and people of Greenland. A message of respect for your sovereignty and respect for your choices. Choice of security, economic and social development, sustainable monitoring of your natural resources. A message of support for your territorial integrity, your borders. In a few words, everybody think in France, in the European Union, that Greenland is not to be sold, not to be taken.
Back to the parade for a second. If the Democrats had splattered a $47 million mess like the one we saw on Saturday, The Republicans would be mocking, circling, and relentlessly driving the failure point to its farthest reaches. Now, that all was a garish distraction. We know that from the gutting of the mechanics of your functioning democratic government. But the stench of that public failure, that grand parade, well, it should follow him wherever he goes, the G7 summit at all. And we should pursue that sense of failure with the same zeal that they do.
Well, he's a loser. I mean, the guy's a loser.